On October 24th, 1929, the stock market dropped almost one-fourth its value. This was attributed to false company value reports and the loss of trust in the market. Because of what happened that day, the Securities and Trade Commission was created. This was sufficient to control a rapidly growing cash market and bring important regulation to this ever-changing madhouse. This helped to control the market for over 50 years. This all changed when computers became accessible to everyone. New terms like day traders and organizations like Fidelity and Ameritrade became household words. This new speed at which things were traded was far faster and traded in such volume, panic ensued, with the market dropping 20% of its value. The next time this happened was with the overinflated dot-com stock and their trust in a little company called Enron. The market lost over $8 trillion. Before this year, no one will forget how the market dropped like a rock. With the largest drop during intraday trading in U.S. history, the Great Recession of 2008 created a new precedent: how the market reacts to banking failure due to subprime lending practices. All of these market adjustments pale in comparison to what's been going on in the United States over the last 2 years. In 2018, the market saw a one-day loss of over 1,000 points, which it quickly recovered. But nothing compares with the stock market in the year of 2020. With the help of an international pandemic and 30 million unemployed, the market shifts have eclipsed all other market adjustments in U.S. history. Between March 1st and March 15th of 2020, the market dropped 8,000 points, almost a third of its value. One thing you try to remember is that the market always recovers. It's difficult to remind yourself that. It's a temporary setback, especially if you're planning to retire. You've been saving your retirement a considerable amount of time. You may have been planning to retire before you became entrenched in the midst of this crisis. The choices you make now are the ones you will have to live with the rest of your life and your spouse's life. Depending on your investments and if they're tied to the market will determine how long it will take before you can actually retire at pre-crisis retirement income. As you see in this example, all the market adjustments took years to recover to the pre-crisis levels. To see large spike recoveries in the market could take decades. You could see a major difference in your income, just how it relates to timing. If you are looking for pre-event income levels and end up taking income in the midst of the event, there could be a difference of thousands of dollars in personal annual revenue loss. So what will your income actually be? One of the many services I offer my clients is a free Income for Life report. This is a living, breathing thing that changes as time goes by. Even though you may already have one, you may need to revise it as a result of economic change. Let me show you what this could look like. I don't need your personal information to get a somewhat accurate understanding of the amounts you can anticipate. In this case, Bob and Sally are planning to retire when Bob reaches 65. Bob will get $1,500 a month from Social Security and Sally will get $900. Bob will get an additional $800 a month from his pension. This amount won't be enough to live on because they need $4,000 a month. Bob also has an IRA of $350,000. In the best case scenario, if he can get 4%, he will receive $14,000 a year from this annuity. They need to project income from the IRA. These are the issues. Is there a way to get more lifetime income out of the IRA? How much will Bob's IRA or retirement pay Sally if something happened to Bob? What will Social Security pay Sally if something happened to Bob? What will Social Security pay Bob if something happened to Sally? The information you provide will help create the Income for Life report. Based on this information, we can have a year-by-year account of what you can expect. This is also true if you get life insurance proceeds or if there's an annuity that's passed on to you. For information about their specific pension plan, you need to know what is in the contract. The additional payouts to the spouse upon death of the insured, or if the insured is disabled, is also in the contract. The IRA needs to be structured so that the benefit payment continues to the spouse after the death of the insured, or the balance in the account is paid subject to the rules of the contract and not as income. This doesn't include other insurance offsets or income like life insurance and Roth IRAs. Unless you plan for the future, the only thing you can almost be sure of is the paltry income you get from Social Security. So if you haven't started saving, start saving now. It does matter how much you save. Here are the numbers. For every $1 million saved, you'll receive anywhere from $3,300 a month to $5,000 a month for the rest of your life. This is with the very same money. The only difference is the annuity carrier. That means for every $500,000 saved, your distribution will pay out anywhere from $20,000 a year to $30,000 a year for the rest of your life. If you haven't prepared for retirement, the only other options are that you have to reduce your costs. There are health plans with no premiums that you might qualify for in your region, or even get free health care, low-cost housing, free food, and more. If you would like to have a free Income for Life report, or if you need to review your life or annuity contracts, set up an in-person or virtual appointment with me online at thebestofliferseniors.com or call me at 301 565 0333.